Good morning students, I am Dr. Mangala Jyoti, Reader of the Department of Prosthodontics, Sri Rajiv Gandhi College of Dental Sciences. Today I will be demonstrating how to manipulate impression compound and also to make a primary impression for maxillary and mandibular dye. The armamentarium required is impression trays, stock trays, maxillary and mandibular dye, blowtorch, impression compound cake, Vaseline, Bard Parker blade and handle, hematoxin eosin pencil, wax knife, pliers to manipulate the trays, gauze cloth and impression compound, and cotton, hot water bath and cold water in a rubber bath. To begin with, what is impression compound? It is an impression material. It is a rigid and a reversible impression material. Why is it called as reversible? That's because when it is being placed in hot water, it softens. Okay? So we can manipulate the material when it is softened, and while placing it in the patient's mouth, it hardens at mouth temperature. So it is both softened as well as hardened. This is why it can be called as a reversible impression material. So firstly we have to do, before we start with the impression, we have to first select the impression tray. This is a stock tray or a universal tray. They come in different sizes from 0 to 4. Selected for the maxillary, I have selected UC3 tray, and for selection we have to see that this tray should be able to accommodate the whole of the dye. It has to cover all the denture base area as well as the limiting areas. Okay, so we have to place the tray like this and see if it is falling at the border of the sulcus. So I have selected the UC3 tray for the maxillary. For the mandibular, I have selected the LC3. Similarly, we have to check if it is fitting all of the denture base area as well as the limiting areas of the dye. Firstly, I'll apply Vaseline or petroleum jelly over the dye so that when the impression is being placed, it does not stick to the dye. Apply a layer of petroleum jelly all over the dye on the denture base area. And remove any excess of the Vaseline. This is to prevent the impression compound adhering to the dye, as I have already mentioned. Now once this is being done, we will have to place pieces of impression compound into the hot water bath. The hot water bath temperature should be around 55 to 65 degrees Celsius. So now while the compound is softening in hot water, I will be making a primary impression of the maxillary arch. Okay. This tray is a non-perforated tray, as we see. It's a non-perforated tray for impression compound. There should be a gap of around 5 to 6 mm between the dye and the impression tray, so that it can accommodate the impression compound. Now the material is softened. I will be kneading the material for around 1 to 3 minutes. Until it uniformly softens all over and it's a homogeneous mass. Once it is softened evenly, I will be placing it on the maxillary tray according to the arch form. The impression compound, now it's ready to load. So what I do is I make the label frenum as the landmark or the reference for placing the impression. Make sure that the midline of the tray and the midline of the die is matching, and apply even pressure so that the impression compound flows all over. Make sure that we are folding the impression compound over the impression tray so that the compound doesn't dislodge from the impression tray while we are removing the impression. So once it is done, we allow it to cool. And then remove the impression. So this is how an impression will have to cover all the denture base area, periphery area. There should not be any voids in the impression. The frenum, the buccal frenum, the whole of the denture bearing area should be recorded. After this, we will have to start trimming the impression. Trimming is done with a BP blade. I will start first with the anterior. So I have completed the trimming of the maxillary impression. Now I will be starting with the primary impression for the mandibular. Similarly, I have softened the compound. I will be taking a rope form of the compound for the mandibular. Slightly adhere the compound in the lingual sulcus of the impression tray. Making sure about the reference point as I mentioned to you all. First I will orient the anterior and then I will press towards the posterior with a uniform pressure. Folding the impression compound over the tray. So we'll allow this to set in the cold water. So now I am removing the primary impression of the mandibular. After this, I am going to mark the outline for the trimming. So I'll begin with the trimming. completed the trimming of the mandibular impression. Now I will show you how to finish the impression. We can use a blowtorch and just refine the borders of the impression. We should never touch the intaglio surface of the impression, only the borders. On the side we can try and finish the impression. So this is the completed mandibular impression and this is the completed maxillary impression.